And we're live for the first Max's Music Capsule. So here we go. We are live and ready to stream to Twitter page. Got my cues. We're ready to rock and roll. Let's firstly talk about Squid, their new LP or single, 12-inch single. It is absolutely fantastic. Sludge is a brilliant A-side. Broadcaster is just equally as good. It's got a weird ending to it. And do you know what? His vocals are growing on me. I wasn't too sure about the lead singer of Squid, but I think he is excellent. I think it is brilliant. Let's go. You know, what else have I got to talk about? Well, obviously they're in the new wave of indie rock at the moment. They're trendier. But you know what? It really cuts through as edgy as well. It's got a kind of post-punk, punkish kind of sound to it, you know. I really liked the Town Centre EP as well that came before it. I want that on vinyl. As soon as I'm getting some work together, I'm going to get Town Centre first thing I'm going to do. They remind me of Black Midi slightly, a bit of a Talking Heads influence. I like the brass in the band as well. I think they're just absolutely excellent. So keep your eyes peeled for Squid, and I would check out some of their early tracks as well, like Match Bet and Houseplants. They're brilliant tracks as well. So if you've got counted your pennies and you can afford the Sludge Broadcaster vinyl, I'd recommend getting it. Comes with a neat sticker, a little plug, a wall plug kind of sticker on there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of definitely got a British sound to them. They're excellent, Squid. Check them out. Secondly, I just wanted to say a heads up, this isn't all brand new music. I might be mentioning stuff that's 5 years old, 10 years old, even 100 years old, who knows. But we're going to go with something that came out in 2013, was it? The Kanye West Kids See Ghosts with Kid Cudi. Firstly, what I'd like to mention about this is that When On High track that I thought was on the Kids See Ghosts because it came up on one of the YouTubes, and then there was some other revolting hip hop that came up on the Kids See Ghosts as well, but it's actually not. It's a Kid Cudi song, and the Flog Gnaw footage of them in that kind of that see-through box stage, you know, when they're tilted up. I like that performance. I like Kanye West's dancing in that. He's like really jigging around. He's loving it. Anyway, yeah, so that Kanye West Kids See Ghost style EP is brilliant. My favourite tracks on that are I'm Free, and obviously my hype track, my motivational track, even though it is kind of religious, and I'm not to say any religious type, to be honest, but Reborn, love it. It's a brilliant track. It's got a motivational vibe to it. It's absolutely brilliant. I'd like to bring up another band that I've been listening to, heard on the radio on Six Music and Radio 1 recently, Inhaler. I think they're a really cool band. I've only heard a couple of songs, but one stands out that's been a bit of a motivational morning song for me while moving house, getting more independence. Is the Falling In. They're only young lads. I kind of, when I was 17, 18 and getting into rock and metal and really finding my own with music, I was into Palmer Violets. But these kind of put me in mind of Palmer Violets a bit, but maybe a bit more traditional indie, say. But Palmer Inhaler, new track, Falling In. I think that's well worth a few listens, and maybe put it on your Spotify playlist if that's what you're into. Another artist that I think is really cool is Green Tea Peng. I heard her on the Introducing Hugh Stevens show last year, and her last two singles or recent songs have been really good. I think they're hot off the press. I think they're original. I think there's something a bit different, a bit of a spiritual presence to the music. I like it. The next artist I want to mention is Dinosaur Pile Up. I've liked these guys for quite some while with their track Back Foot. It's quite a good track, but despite their whole album Celebrity Mansions is excellent. I would really like them to see them support Enter Shikari. I think that would be a brilliant gig. The next band I want to mention is and my favourite track, guess what? It's K West. It's about Kanye West, and it's a grunge anthem. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so talking about Enter Shikari, Dinosaur Pile Up supporting Enter Shikari in October. Really want to go. But yeah, Enter Shikari's new album is excellent. There's some really highlight tracks. One of my favourites is The Great Unknown. I think it's a brilliant track. The drums, Rob Wolf's drumming on The Great Unknown is just something to behold. It's incredible. I've got my drum kit here in my flat, so I'd love to learn how to play that track or get a few ideas or inspiration from that. So that would be brilliant. The last track on this episode, the first episode of Max's music capsule, is Gideon with Cursed. It's got the Knock Loose singer in it. Sorry, I've forgotten his name. Sorry, dude. But it's absolutely brilliant. It's crushing. It's heavy. It's what I like in music sometimes. I don't want to hear indie rock 24/7, even though I love it. I love the guys doing indie rock. But yeah, Cursed is a brilliant track. So that's wrapping up Max's music capsule, episode 1. Thanks for tuning in, guys.